It's that time of year again. The leaves are changing color, school is back in session, and football is back at J.W. Chick Austin Field. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rams Football on Lakeside TV, presented by Relyance Bank. I'm Chase Hartz, and I'm joined by J. Bird Moore.
And we want to thank you for tuning in tonight. And it's going to be an exciting night, and the crowd's going to be electric, and it's going to be a beautiful 90-degree night here for football.
Before we get our show on the road, we have a special treat for you. Earlier this week, we sat down with Lakeside head coach Jared McBride and wide receiver Torian Davis for the second episode of our Coaches Show, which is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of our Lakeside Coaches Show. We're so glad you could join us today. I'm your host, Chase Hartzell, and today we're going to kick off once again with Coach McBride. Coach McBride, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so this week it was another tough road game against Sylvan Hills. You guys lost 48-22. What were some positives or some things you learned from this game?
Hopefully we're learning a little bit more about our team. Who we can count on. What roles we need to kind of beef up on. For us, it's a tough loss. You never want to lose, but preseason for us, a lot of times kind of lets us know who our leaders are and what we have for a team.
So who have you really seen that's been stepping up as those leaders?
For us, Torian Davis is a guy that's a leader of our ball team, and he's kind of the guy that our guys listen to, and he's shown good leadership qualities and good leadership skills, and we kind of lean a lot on him.
Speaking of Torian Davis, he had that big touchdown reception in the third quarter. What does that mean for him to get that play as well as provide that first big touchdown for Taylor Gillen at starting quarterback?
Yeah, it means a lot to us. We need to find ways to get the ball to him a little bit more. He can help us. It was a big play of the game for us Friday night, but we've got to find ways to get more big plays.
Well, this next week comes Malvern. Did you see anything in the Sylvan Hills game that maybe needs a little bit of tweaking that could be done?
A lot of things. We don't like to lose. We really don't like to lose that way. We've turned the ball over 9 times in 2 weeks, and I don't think we turned it over 9 times last year. So for us, it's just protecting the football, taking care of the little things and attention to detail, and we'll get better.
Well, Malvern presents a little bit of an interesting challenge in Demias Jimerson. He's a quarterback that can hurt you in a lot of ways, loves to run the option, and he even plays a little bit on special teams. Has there been a little bit of planning going into containing him?
Most definitely. He's a really good football player, really dynamic player. Every time he touches the ball, he can score. He's the quarterback. He runs everything for them. Throws the ball well, kind of underrated as a passer, but can throw the football. Special team-wise, I think he's had 2 or 3 kick returns for touchdowns. We've got to not kick it to him for sure. They're a good ball team. They're 0-2 also, and we're both fighting hard trying to get a win.
Speaking of that 0-2 record, a lot of people are starting to see the parallels with last season. Do you think that we're maybe looking at a similar situation here?
I hope so. That's not our goal, but I hope so. We're still trying to find out who we are, and this week will help us do that. We're just trying to be the best ball club we can be, ready for that Week 4 Camden game. But I got a lot of work to do, but we're going to do it.
So what are your goals heading into Malvern, getting ready for conference play, finishing up the non-conference schedule?
Just like I said, attention to detail, really trying to take care of the little things that are going to help us down the road, still trying to put a few pieces to the puzzle together and just be ready to play good football.
So everybody is calling for this game to be a shootout. It's 2 great offenses, the Lakeside offense, the Malvern offense headed by Jimerson. Does the Lakeside defense have any other plans?
I think so. I think that their goal is to hold them down, and they can, and we'll do a good job for them. for him. But our goal always is to play hard and play the best that we can and hold them to a shutout.
Well, with Malvern this week, first game at home, how important is it after these first two tough games to come home and play in front of your home crowd at Austin Field?
Yeah, it means a lot. Our kids are excited about the opportunity to play at home. It feels like forever since we've been here. It's always a great environment, and it's kind of much needed for us at this time. But we're really looking forward to a home game.
Ram fans really need to come out and support this week. But if you can't make it, we will be broadcasting the game right here on Lakeside TV this Friday at 7 p.m., so don't miss it. Thanks again for sitting down with us,
Yeah.
Coach McBride.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And good luck this week.
Yeah, thanks.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show, everyone. I'm your host, Chase Hartzell. At this time, we have a special guest with us in the studio, Lakeside wide receiver, Torian Davis. Torian, thanks for sitting down with us.
It's nice to be here. Thank you.
So this week you had a pretty big moment in the loss against Silver Hills. It's a tough game, but you did have that big touchdown reception late in the third quarter. What did that mean to you to get that first big touchdown, not only for you, but for Taylor Gillum?
It meant a lot. It's always good to make a big play for your team. And when we'd gotten on the ball, Coach McBride had alerted Gillum to throw the ball to me. And I thought I was very happy about that because it showed that Coach McBride can depend on me. And I wanted to take full advantage of the opportunity that was given to me.
So let's go back to that moment. It's late in the third quarter. You guys are down 41-8. What's the play call there?
I don't remember the exact play call to begin with, but he changed it when we got to the line of scrimmage. It's called rope gold. It's where I run a 9, which is just straight down the field. And as I said before, Coach McBride alerted Gillum to throw to me, and he did. And it was basically one-on-one with the corner, and it worked out in my favor.
So did you know right from the snap this was going to be a touchdown play?
I knew right from the snap I was going to do everything in my power to make it a touchdown play. But as far as knowing it, no, I wasn't sure.
So in the offseason, Coach McBride's talked about senior leadership a lot, and your name actually came up in the discussion quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
How do you lead guys after two tough losses like this?
It's tough. I talked to the guys after the game, and I just told them, this is like my senior year, and I don't want to be known as the team that had this happen to them. I don't want this to happen 8 more games. It already happened twice, and we were just sick of it. And something needed to change because what we're doing is obviously not working.
Speaking of that, it is your senior year. To close off your career here at Lakeside, what is your ultimate goal?
My ultimate goal is just to have an impact on the players below me, and just whenever I leave here, for them to be, different people, and to know what it is to be a leader by looking at me, because that's how I became the leader that I am. Because I watch people like Mo Bradford and people like that demonstrated leadership qualities.
So you're going to try to do something like that, pass on the knowledge like Maurice did to you, to younger players coming in right now?
Yes, sir. That's the goal. I try to be very personable with all my teammates because you never know who's going to be the one to emerge out of their grades to be the leader, and I want to give all of them the best opportunity to do that.
Speaking of emergence, last year one of your fellow seniors this year, Dupree Swanson, emerged. Kind of a surprise. What was your reaction to his breakout year.
I wasn't surprised. Sophomore year, he got to run the ball. I think he got 2 touchdowns, one against Watson Chapel and one against Hot Springs. And he didn't get very many touches sophomore year, so that shows that when he got the ball, he definitely did everything he could to impress the coaches. And so that I had a lot of confidence in him. And so whenever he did everything he did last year and just really led the team, I was not surprised. I saw that coming. And we even have Michael James back there with him, and those are our 2 running backs, and I have full confidence in both of them.
So this week, moving on, it's Malvern. You know, you guys are coming in 0-2. It's been 2 tough games, you know. But as a player, what does it mean to come home to your fans after those tough games and, you know, to open up the season?
It means a lot. It's my senior year, and this is my first game at home. And we only have 4 this year in the regular season. And so I'm going to take advantage of that opportunity and just, you know, take it all in whenever it comes. And it means a lot, especially since it's Malvern. We played them through junior high, and this is our 5th time to play them as a group. And so it just seems fitting.
So as a part of the Lakeside Rims, you know, you've called JW Chick Austin Field home turf for 3 years now. You know, what are some of your favorite things or favorite memories about playing at Chick Austin Field?
Well, the first one that comes to mind is definitely the Hope game from my sophomore year. We were down, I'm not sure what the score was at halftime, but we were down. And then in the second half, we came back, and in the 4th quarter, Fisher threw a touchdown, and we got the lead, and we ended up winning that game. And us and Hope were the 2 leaders in our conference at that point, and that put us ahead of them. And that's always a memorable moment.
Do you maybe have some other memorable moments here at Lakeside that may transcend the football field?
Oh, yeah. The bus wreck from sophomore year. I was on that bus, and thankfully I didn't get very hurt. I just had a cut on my head. But that was definitely a memorable moment because it was a defining moment for our team, having multiple players get injured. I think, Raymond had internal bleeding. We had 2 players that were hospitalized. And that was it was an influential moment because it really took leadership to bring us out of that, because you either fall under that or you rise above it. And we definitely rose above it, and it showed whenever we won conference, I think.
Yeah. There's been a little bit of a turnaround coming around here. Do you think a lot of it can be traced back to that one moment back in 2015?
It definitely could. We try to be as close-knit of a team as we can, and whenever that happens, you can just really see whenever that comes into play. And I think that that definitely had to do with our success, because it really showed us that we're all in this together.
All right, so now going back to the Malvern game. You know, earlier we got Coach McBride's viewpoint on it, but we want to get a player's viewpoint. You know, what have you heard about Demias Jimerson?
We played against him for a long time. I heard even in Pee Wee ball, they limit him to 3 touchdowns a game just to keep the competition fair. And I definitely see that as remarkable. And we played against him in junior high. He's very elusive. He's a very good player. And then last year, I know he did a lot against us. But I have confidence in our defense, and I have confidence in Coach Rock. He's a very good coach, and I think that he'll be able to lead our defense to contain Demias as much as possible.
All right, so it hasn't happened yet. It could happen this week, but a W with a team of this stature is inevitable. Who do you think on the team would really step up as the sort of party animal out of all of them?
I'd definitely say Dupree. Dupree is a very emotional guy. Whenever good things happen, he's definitely probably the center of attention, I'd say. And people admire that, so I think Dupree would definitely be that role.
You know, we talk about here football. You know, do you have any plans maybe outside of football, looking at the future?
I do. As far as college, I'm applying to many colleges. I am probably going to major in engineering or physics. And as far as where I'm going to go, I'm not sure. I'm applying to a bunch of places. So that's still undecided, but I'm very confident in my future after high school.
You know, maybe is there something about you beyond football that you may want other people at home to know about you?
Just that I take academics seriously, and as do a lot of people at Lakeside. So I'm nothing different out of a lot of people, but I take it very seriously, and I think that is a good sign of leadership because Josh Morton and Mo Bradford were both very smart people who were on the team whenever I was a sophomore, and they really showed me that excelling in the classroom is a great way to lead your team. And I was recognized as Hooten Scholar Athlete the first week of school for my academic success, and I feel like that was a key moment in getting the respect of the players on my team.
That must be a very exciting accomplishment.
Yeah, Josh Morton actually got that too whenever he was a senior, and my brother when he was in high school he got it as a junior, and so I'm definitely in good company.
Has your brother sort of stood as a motivator for you going forward, and has he been maybe somebody supportive to help you reach your goals or reach even higher?
Oh, absolutely. He was like the guy that I played with when I was little, so he built me into the guy I am today, both like mentally, academically, physically, just any way he could push me, he was pushing me, and I definitely am very thankful for that because we were very close, and I think that I would definitely not be where I am today without him.
Well, that about wraps things up for this part of the interview, but at this time we're going to have you sign what we are calling our Ball of Fame. Anytime we have a special guest in the studio, player, visitor, we have them sign this football. So you will be our third signee behind Ryan Leaf and Michael James.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you and good luck this season.
Yes, sir.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities, National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
That wraps up our show. Don't forget to tune in Friday night when Lakeside takes on the Malvern Leopards. We'll be broadcasting the game right here on Lakeside TV at 7 o'clock. For now, this is Chase Hartzell signing off.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities, National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
Exceeding expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do. At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every day.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Chase Hartzell, joined by my colleague Jay Moore. We are live tonight from the newly renovated J.W. Chick Austin Field at Lakeside Stadium. Jay, what are some of your favorite parts about the new renovation here?
Well, I like the traffic flow. It's increased to be better, especially with the new bathrooms and the ticket post.
Definitely making life more comfortable here for Ram fans.
That's right.
So going back to tonight's matchup, we have a good one for you. It'll be the visiting Malvern Leopards, led by elusive star quarterback Demias Jimerson, and the defending conference champion Lakeside Rams, who are playing in front of their home crowd for the first time this season. Now, let's take a look at the road these two teams had leading up to this matchup. Both teams are on the hunt for some momentum heading into conference, as they currently have an 0-2 record each. The Rams kicked off the year with a tough neutral site game at War Memorial Stadium against Joe T. Robinson, who is currently ranked third in the 4A classification. That game would end with a 40-21 score and Robinson taking the W. Last week wasn't any easier for Lakeside, as it presented another challenge in a road game at the always competitive Sylvan Hills. The Bears would end up taking that game with the final line score reading 48-22 in their favor. Malvern hasn't fared much better after falling 2 games in a row at home against both Glen Rose and Lake Hamilton. Don't let these teams' record fool you, though, because tonight's matchup isn't between so-called cellar dwellers. Both teams feature extensive talent, especially on offense, that will be showcased tonight in what should be a memorable one. On that note, let's take a look at tonight's impact players. We're going to start off with Malvern. Our first impact player is Demias Jimerson, number 2, really a captain for this team. Jay, what are your thoughts on him?
Well, he's a really fast quarterback, and he also plays defense. And actually in Pee Wee, he actually had a rule that he was limited to a certain amount of touchdowns because of his quickness and his domination of the game. So he's the one to watch for that Leopard team tonight.
Yep. He's what I like to call a triple threat. He can pass the ball. He's an underrated passer. He does a great job running the option, and he can drop out of the pocket sometimes and run. Last week he had a QB scramble against Lake Hamilton that went for 63 yards and a touchdown. And he even goes for special teams, almost returned one all the way back last week at home. Our next impact player for the Leopards is Jordan Hart. He plays linebacker, but he also plays some at fullback, and he has been an integral part of the running game for the Leopards heading into this game. Look for Jimerson to have him as somebody to go to when the times get tough. Our final impact player is Jordan Parker Freer. He plays quarterback and cornerback, but he also played some wide receiver last week. Like Hamilton put a lot of pressure on in the secondary, but he wasn't rattled. He just went with it, and he made some crucial catches, even despite the big deficit. Now let's go on to the Lakeside Rams, and for that I'm going to turn it over to Jay Moore.
First off, we want to talk about our wide receiver, number 4, Torian Davis, which was part of our coaches show. He had some particular play against Sylvan Hills, even a catch for a touchdown that brought Taylor Gillum his first touchdown of the season, and more to come. Second off, we have Dupree Swanson, number 35. He's part of that running back trio with Michael James, our other impact player. He is, put it this way, a very strong man, very fast, very elusive. he's the one to watch out for tonight. Ride the D train.
You can see Michael James down there. He will be one of tonight's honorary captains heading out for the coin toss. Jay, what are your thoughts on the atmosphere for this game here tonight?
Well, it's electric. It's, the first home game of the season for the Rams, and we have a really nice student section, just a nice community out here at the Lakeside Hot Springs area, and it's just a bunch of support that helps Lakeside and everything we do.
Yeah, it's a pretty warm evening here. High 80s, low 90s, back and forth. But that hasn't stopped these Ram fans from coming out and supporting their team. Now you can get a look here at the coin toss. There's the toss. Now we will await the decision.
Lakeside will defer. Malvern will receive the ball.
Lakeside deferred. Malvern will receive the kickoff. The energy is starting to increase here. Fans knowing their Rams are about to take the field.
Are y'all ready for some football?
And here come your 2017 Lakeside Rams. They're preceded tonight by the Lakeside Youth Football Association. And here come the Rams. Leading the charge out of the tunnel, number 21, Brandon Chambers. We talked with Coach McBride in the preseason. They said senior leadership is crucial to this team, and Brandon Chambers was a name that came up a lot, along with our special guest on the Coaches Show this week, Torian Davis.
We also seen Michael James carrying out a United States flag for our Spirit Week Friday, which is America Day.
We're just about set to kick off here. Rams about to take the field. The Leopards already in position for the kickoff. Back deep to return is number 2, Demise Jimerson. And here's one of his 3 coming up, the return. Coach McBride told us they've got to kick it away from him on these kickoffs. We'll see how it goes here. Philip Gale, a veteran kicker, will be kicking it off for Lakeside. Has really been increasing his talent each and every year. Getting that experience, and it's showing in his play. we are underway here. It's a nice kick from Gale. Caught it about the 20. Here's the return. It's by number 3, Whit Jones, senior. There's a penalty flag on the play down at about the 26-yard line. It's going to be a hold on the Leopards. That'll back them up a few yards.
That is one thing that Malvern would have to watch out for is penalties. They've had 13 in the last game against Lake Hamilton, and that will be a deciding factor here for the Leopards as they proceed.
Jimerson, the star quarterback, lining up for his first snaps of the game.
17-yard line, correction.
It'll be interesting to see how they here. Jimerson looking to the sideline. They may be calling an audible here. Jimerson, the lone back man in the backfield. He's going to run with it. He's going to get a decent gain there, but there are penalty flags down on the play.
Run out of bounds by number 21, Brandon Chambers. There is a flag on the play.
It'll be another holding call on the Leopards, their second of the game, with only 16 seconds off the clock.
Holding called against Malvern. Back them up. It'll be 1st and 15.
Jimerson alone in the backfield here. Motioning into number 9, Brandon Scott. A little bit of movement down the line.
Flag on the play. Offsides called.
Encroachment on the Rams.
Be 1st down and 10 for Malvern.
It's our third penalty here in just 16 seconds. Jimerson, the lone man in the backfield. He gets the snap, throws off. It's a little screen pass to the outside. He's got some space, but quickly taken down by number 83,
Number 7, Darian Weaver.
David Regenhart.
Number 83, David Regenhart with a stop for the Rams. Another flag down.
That was number 7, Darian Weaver, with the reception for Malvern. And there is another flag on the play. It's another holding call against the Leopards. Their third in 25 seconds of the game. This is our fourth penalty overall. We've had one on each play. Jay, what are your thoughts about all these penalties early on?
Well, like I was saying earlier, it's going to be a key factor tonight with penalties, as in the last game they had 13 against Lake Hamilton, and it looks like already that's just one thing they need to focus on is not trying to stop the ball.
Jimerson with the give to Florence there. Looks like it'll be good for a yard or two. That'll bring up 2nd and 18 for the Leopards.
Be 2nd down for Malvern.
Here's the snap to Jimerson. He takes it. There's the throw. It's incomplete. Intended receiver is number 7, Darian Weaver. Great coverage there by the Rams secondary. That's one thing Lake Hamilton did in their big win over Malvern last week. Put a lot of pressure early on in the secondary. Jay, what are your thoughts? Is that a good key to success here tonight?
Especially with guys back there like Fleming and Darren Hart.
screen pass to number 9, Brandon Scott, is completed, but he is stopped in the backfield.
That'll bring up 4th down for the Leopards.
That's going to bring up an early 4th down here for the Rams. You know, Jay, it's predicted to be a shootout, but here we are, 3 and out early on. What are your thoughts on that?
Just Lakeside's putting that squeeze on them, showing that it's not only their offense that's high-powered, they have defensive power too.
Out their own 16-yard line.
There's the punt from number 7, Darian Weaver. It's going to be down at about the 49.5-yard line by number 14, Devin Langston. And here comes the Rams offense for their first drive of this game. Jay, what do you think is the key to success for the Rams offense early on here?
To not commit turnovers. That's a problem here for like the past 2 games. Is Lakeside has a tendency to turn over the ball, and if we could keep hollow to the ball, that would be a really good factor in tonight's game.
There's the snap to Gillum. He gives off to Swanson, who goes up the middle, shakes off a wimpy tackler. He'll eventually be taken down. There is a flag on the play. It would be a first down.
I think this one's going to be a false start.
It will indeed be a false start on the Rams.
There's a flag down. It'll be a false start called against the Rams.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty, setting up a 1st and 15 here for the Rams at their own 44.
Lakeside have the ball 1st down and 15 from their own 44-yard line.
Two men in the backfield. It's Gillum and Swanson. A little bit of a shift there. Looks like they may have flipped the play. It's a sweep to Swanson. He gets around to the left side for a modest gain. It's going to be a gain of about 6. That'll set up a 2nd and about 9 for the Rams.
Darian Weaver. It's 2nd down and about 9. Just cross midfield.
There's the snap to Gillum. He gives it off to Swanson again. He breaks up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Swanson picking up right where he left off in the first 2 games. With these first few rushes, he's already been put over the 300-yard mark this season. Jay, what do you think?
Like I said earlier, just Dupree Swanson, if he wants to go somewhere in life, he can just run it there. He's talked about wanting to go to the University of Michigan. With this spectacular play, he might make it.
Timeout on the field. Lakeside will be charged their first timeout of the first half.
We're going to have a timeout here. To be charged to the Rams. Their first of the half. They'll have 2 remaining.
Lakeside Youth Football Association tent and get your raffles for the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3 12-gauge semi-automatic shotgun. Drawing will be held Friday, October 27th.
With this timeout, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.
Exceeding expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do at the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every day.
We are back here, ready to resume play. About 8:27 left here in the first quarter. Rams setting up their offense again. Quick shift. Gillum gets the snap. Fakes a run, and the pass is complete. He runs down the right sideline, and it's a touchdown for Lakeside. Number 83, David Reaganhart with the reception. And the Rams have their first touchdown of the evening. What a great fake there by number 12, Taylor Gillum. To number 2, Richard Gaston faked the handoff, goes ahead and throws it to David Reaganhart for the touchdown. That's got to feel good for him. Here's the PAT, and it is blocked.
Extra point attempt is blocked by Malvern. That makes your
The PAT is no good. So with 8:17 remaining in the first quarter, your score is Lakeside 6, Malvern nothing.
That was a great turn of events there. We've seen Gillum with the play action, and he find his man Reaganhart for the touchdown, which will be his second of the year.
Let's take a look at this replay, sponsored by National Park College. There you see the fake to Gaston. There's the throw, beautiful throw to Reaganhart. Runs down the right sideline. Nobody was going to beat him to the end zone.
Number 80, Philip Gale is set to kick off for the Rams.
Just about ready to resume play here. Philip Gale setting up for his second kickoff of the game. There's the kick. Again, it's to number 3, Whit Jones, and he bobbled it. They're going to call it down at about the 22-yard line.
We call that a bounds at the 22-yard line. Be first down and 10, Malvern.
Leopard's getting ready to set up for their next drive. Two men in the backfield. It's Jimerson and number 5, London Florence. There's the snap. He gives off to Florence. And Florence just pushing his way through the pack of Rams for a modest gain. He'll be down just shy of the 30. That's going to bring up second down here for Malvern. There's the snap to Jimerson. It's another give, and
Flag on the play.
temporary break in the action here. Not sure what the call is. It's going to be encroachment on the Rams.
Offside called against the defense on the Rams.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down here for the Leopards. Here's the snap to Jimerson. And it's a fake. It's an option. And he's going to get back to around the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained a yard there. They're going to go ahead and call it a 2nd and 10 here for the Leopards.
Be second down and 10 for Malvern.
He was brought down by one of our players to watch out for the Rams, running back and defensive back, Michael James.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He was looking to throw, and he is off to the races. And that is what makes him so dangerous. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Malvern.
Number 2, Tobias Jimerson. All the way
Jimerson showing the wherewithal there to get out of the pocket. And just like last week, found an open spot and just ran for it. He's going to have the big touchdown here for the Leopards. this PAT would put the Leopards up by 1 here in the early going.
Flag on the play. Offside is called against the Rams.
There will be a penalty on the PAT, offsides on the Rams. And it looks like the Leopards are going to go for 2 here. Interesting call here early in the ball game. Jay, what are your thoughts?
Well, if they go back to Jefferson, they're actually calling for the Wildcat here. See how this is, as they're lining up with their running back, Jordan Hart. He's actually a tight end.
And it was a fake snap, and it worked. Looked like Jimerson was going to give the snap, but in fact they did give the snap to Hart. And the 2-point conversion is good. So with that, the score is the Malvern Leopards 8, the Lakeside Rams 6, with about 6:36 to go here in the first quarter.
And we'd like to look at the replay spot to you by National Park College, as we say Jimerson avoiding the action by the Rams for breaking tackles and just going full-on Michael Vick over here against Lakeside for the touchdown run, and that puts them up by 2.
Yep, that was not unlike his 63-yard scramble last week. About the same length, and it almost looked like an instant replay there. He's just so unpredictable there in the pocket, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Yes, sir.
The Leopards about ready to kick it away. It'll be number 17, Michael Cervantes, on the kickoff. There it is. It looks like it's a little squib kick. A little bit of momentary confusion here on the field. Looked like the action stopped about mid-play.
And Torian Davis talking it over with the referees.
It looks like they thought Davis had gone for the fair catch there. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication. The refs meeting down about the 35 right now to talk it over.
First down and 10 Rams.
Here comes our head official for the evening. Hopefully he can clear things up here. We'll be talking it over here with Lakeside head coach Jared McBride, who's had a lot of success since coming here to Lakeside. Wouldn't you say, Jay?
Yes, he's had a lot of success, like back-to-back conference championships. He's been here since 2010, and even formed the Youth Football Association here at Lakeside at 2011. And he's done great things with this football program and turning it around here at Lakeside.
Here's the snap to Gillum. He gives it off to Swanson again. He'll go to the outside. And Swanson never going down without a fight. He's going to try and continue to press forward, but they just met him a yard or two past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be about a 2nd and 8 here for the Rams.
Second down for the Rams.
There's the snap. He gives off to Swanson, and Swanson making his way through the pack, and he's off to the races. Number 14 finally taking him down. It was Devin Langston on the tackle, but not before Dupree Swanson moved deep into Lakeside territory.
He'll be down at the 26-yard line of Malvern.
take a look at this again. Swanson sees a little bit of daylight, and it's just off to the races. Heads up play here by Devin Langston, finally taking him down. But that could have been a touchdown right there. There's the snap. It's Michael James that has the ball here. He's going to be met just past the line of scrimmage.
Short game met by number 9, Brandon Scott for the Leopards.
Second and 8 here for the Rams. Looks like it's going to be Swanson and James in the backfield. James gets the snap. He's going to fake the handoff here to Swanson, and he's got a little bit of daylight around the side. And he will have the first down and then some. Great heads-up play there by Michael James. We had an opportunity to sit down and talk with him in week 1 of our coaches show. If you'd like to see that, check it out on our YouTube page. It was a fun interview.
Lakeside will have it at their own 13th, the Malvern 13.
That was a great play. They got the direction, and it's totally fooled the Malvern defense.
Here's the snap to Gillum. He gives it off to Swanson. Swanson making his way around the outside. Finally being taken down there. Looks like it was number 56. Jaden Smith with the tackle with help from friends. That's going to bring us second down and 5 up here for the Rams.
With the Rams gaining yards here, especially with our running back duo, and they're just showing what they're capable of.
Swanson makes his way through.
That's number 35.
Down inside the 5-yard line. Looks like he'll have the first down. It'll be first and goal here for the Rams at about the Malvern 2.
And this is where Dupree Swanson gets scary, y'all. Michael James, too.
It'll be interesting to see what they go with here. It'll be Swanson getting the snap here. And he's going to try to bulldoze his way through, and he is. Got it! Touchdown, Lakeside. Swanson bulldozing his way through the Malvern D-line there with what he likes to call the D-train.
Heading towards the station. Choo-choo, let's go Rams.
Let's take a look at this replay here. Great blocking around the right side there. Swanson just extending his arm. And he's got the touchdown. Okay, here's the 2-point conversion from James. He runs around the right side, and he has got it. So with that, the Rams take a 14-8 lead with 3:25 left in the first quarter. Well, Jay, we heard it was going to be a shootout. The offenses are firing up. You think we're in for a fun one?
Oh, it's going to be a fun one. And you know what even makes this better, Chase?
What's that, Jay?
The Lakeside fans.
Yeah. They definitely love to come out and support their Rams. We've got a great student section out here tonight for the America theme. Students donning their red, white, and blue here tonight.
Proud to be American.
Number 80, Philip Gale, set to kick off for the Rams. Back deep for the Leopards. Number 2, Demias Jimerson.
Philip Gale getting set to kick off for the 3rd time here in the first quarter. Kicks away again to number 3, Whit Jones. He's going to take it.
Number 3, Whit Jones.
Looked like he had broken a tackle. by number 11, Garrett Pinkston. But Pinkston making the stop there at the last second. And the Leopards will set up at about the 38-yard line.
Malvern has the ball, first down and 10.
The ever dangerous Jimerson coming out again. Jay, what are your thoughts here?
He's just scary. Plain and simple. He reminds me of Michael Vick, a dual threat, triple threat quarterback who could also run like a running back.
That is very true. He'll be set up here alone in the backfield. There's the pass. It's complete to number 5, London Florence. He'll be taken down by a herd of Rams there.
London Florence making the stop for the Rams, number 16, Enrique Aon.
There's the snap to Jimerson. Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was number 6, Latron Matlock. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5 here for the Leopards. Lakeside secondary definitely applying that pressure early on here.
Bring up 3rd down for Malvern.
Trying to limit Jimerson's options in the passing game. He sets up again here for 3rd and 5. There's the snap, and he's going to run for it.
That's number 2.
It looks like he's going to fall just shy, though, of that first down marker. He got about 3 or 4 yards. But he's going to be short of the sticks, maybe by even less than a yard.
Official timeout for measurement.
And they're going to bring the chains out.
Yep, we're going to have an official timeout here for measurement. There you can see the Rams meeting up with Coach Rockwell. You know, we talked to Torian Davis earlier this week, and he says he is the mastermind of this defense. Davis definitely has a lot of faith in his defense, and it's showing here tonight. They've made some pretty big stops early on. Just that one play by Jimerson. But overall, a pretty good night here for the Lakeside defense thus far.
Especially stopping the first drive of the Malvern Leopards. Bring it to a 3-and-out quickly with only... We're now 4th and inches.
Looks like they're going to set up here with Hart. There's going to be a penalty flag here. We haven't had one in a little bit. It's going to be a false start on the Leopards. Referees definitely earning their money early on here in this one. They've done a great job keeping up with this game. When you're down that line, you got to be careful. They're calling it close here tonight. Okay, Jimerson is going to punt here. Pretty interesting play call. It's going to be down at about the 18-yard line by number 8, Jaquarian Thomas. And the Rams offense will take the field once again.
As we just seen Jimerson on the punt, he could do everything. Forget being a triple threat. He could do it all. What do you think, Chase?
He's definitely an all-around athlete. I don't think anybody saw that punt coming there.
No sirree.
So Gillum is set up here. He gets the snap. It looks like we may get a throw here. Here's the throw. Pass is complete to number 17 there. It's Keelan Fleming on the reception, and that's going to be a Lakeside first down. Threading the needle a little bit there, wouldn't you say, Jay?
with the needle, actually, as you see on a replay sponsored by National Park College, you can see he read that. Taylor Gillum read it perfectly and got it right on point to Keelan Fleming for that throw.
Yep, right there in between the two Leopard defenders. Okay, here's the snap. It's a give off to Swanson again on the outside, and Swanson continuing to bulldoze his way through. It's another first down for the Rams. They just cannot contain Swanson in the early goings here.
And the thing about Swanson is that when he gets tired, we can always take it to Michael James, and they're almost equal there. Two senior running backs, both going to be missed next year, but while we have them, they're great for our football team.
All right, here's the snap. The give off to Michael James. It's a sweep play. He had a little room around the corner there. Heads up play at the last second, though, by the Malvern defense. But they couldn't make the stop before yet another Lakeside third down. First down. Jay, 3 first downs here in 3 plays. What are your thoughts here?
Well, the Lakeside Rams are doing perfectly fine moving the ball, and that's what they've been trying to do this whole game. And they're doing perfectly what they've been doing for the 2 past games, and they've been executing it perfectly, with Gillum doing perfectly fine under center in the absence of Fisher Alexander.
James is going to get the give there for a modest gain. They'll take him down at about the 39-yard line. We have less than a minute to go here in the first quarter of play. Probably have time for 1 or 2 more plays before time expires. Let's see what the Lakeside offense has here. Snap to Gillum. He goes to the left side, looks, pass is caught. The ball is fumbled. Let's see who has it. It looked like Lakeside fell on it. And indeed they did. Heads up play there by number 62, Jonah Nestor, the offensive lineman, to recover that football in time.
We can see here, Alexander completes the pass, but is forced out by number 7, Darian Weaver of the Leopards. But a nice recovery by number 62.
Here come the Rams. They've got James to get the snap. He's going to take it. Swanson's going to provide some blocking. And with that carry, we have reached the end of the first quarter of play. So at the end of one, your score, the Lakeside Rams 14, the Malvern Leopards 8. We'll be right back after these short messages. Don't go away.
Tonight's game is sponsored by LIPA, Lakeside Youth Football Association. They believe in
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if
start the second quarter, Lakeside second down, and they have the ball at Malvern's 25-yard line.
We're just about ready to resume play here in the second quarter. It's going to be Gillum and Swanson in the backfield to open up. There's the snap. Gillum faking the handoff.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass is complete.
Pass is complete there for Lakeside first down. It was number 7, Carson Muldoon on the reception.
Down to the 15. That's good enough for another Lakeside Ram.
And Gillum having an impressive night here thus far, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Yes, he's feeling more comfortable under center here, especially coming the starting quarterback this year after Fisher Alexander leaves to go to Henderson. And he's done a pretty good job.
So we got 2 men in the backfield here. It's James and Swanson. It looks like Swanson will take the snap, and he's going to run with it. Around the left side. Touchdown, Lakeside. And it looks like the D train will ride again.
Back to the station.
Another $50 for the Rams, donated by Brian French of Top Flight Financial. Thank you, Top Flight Financial, for donating $50.
Yet another great play there by Dupree Swanson in the early going here. 2 touchdowns already under his name at this point. He's having a very impressive game.
And a very impressive senior campaign.
And once again, the PAT is blocked
Extra point attempt is blocked.
for the second time here this evening.
Score, Lakeside Rams 20, Malvern Leopards.
Let's take a look at this replay presented by National Park College. And there you can see he got around to the left side there, and it was a foot race from there. And it's hard to catch Swanson.
Well, the offensive line's been doing a perfect job of creating space for Swanson and Michael James this evening to run through, and you can already see it with 2 touchdown runs by Swanson tonight to bring the lead 20-8.
So with less than a minute gone here in the second quarter, your score, the Lakeside Rams 20, Malvern 8. Looks like we're just about ready to resume action here.
Number 80, Philip Gill, set to kick off for Lakeside.
Look at all those great Ram fans out there, Jay.
Sporting the Rams.
You know, we talked to both Coach McBride and Torian Davis, and they both said there's just nothing like playing at J.W. Chick Austin Field.
And it's a great feeling. Even up in the booth, we feel the excitement coming down from the student section and all around the field.
There's the kickoff. It's going to be brought back here by number 3, Whit Jones. He'll be taken down by number 11, Garrett Pinkston. And the Leopards offense will take over again. Well, Jay, as the Lakeside defense takes the field, you know, we said it was going to be a shootout. But right now, the Leopards offense is 1 for 3. What would you say about the Rams defense thus far?
Well, they've been putting the stops to the breaks here, and they've just been showing what else they could do. We've always been hearing around that, oh, it's just the offensive game here. But no, the defense is showing the horsepower that they have too.
It's going to be a quarterback keeper here for Jimerson. He goes around the left side. And the ever-dangerous Jimerson picking up the first down there on the QB scramble. That's going to move the Leopards into Lakeside territory.
Speaking of the Leopards, Jimerson is running like a leopard.
He's definitely very agile. Right there's the snap to Jimerson. It's a screen pass around the left side. It's number 9, Brandon Scott with the reception. He'll get it for a decent gain there of about 8 or 9, setting up a second and short here for the Leopards.
Run out of bounds by number 20, Reese Turner. Brings up second down and short for Malvern.
There's a snap to Jimerson. He's going to throw all the way. The pass is dropped there by London Florence. Looks like this Rams secondary is getting into the Leopards' head. Would you say, Jay?
I would say. The Rams have been bringing it with the man-to-man coverage, also with the cover here, especially in the 4-3 set.
Officials timeout.
And they've just been putting the stops to the Malvern offensive.
It'll be 3rd and 1 here for the Leopards. Jimerson setting up in the backfield. And he's going to keep it all the way. He runs around the left side. Took a couple of guys to take him down. He's got the first down. Looked like it was number 16, Enrique Aon, on the tackle.
Number 16, Enrique Aon on the stop.
The Rams got the stop, but it wasn't enough to take down for the 3 and out.
First and 10 again here for the Leopards. Jimerson alone in the backfield. He'll get the snap. It's another short pass to the sideline. It's number 14, Devin Langston, on the reception for a Leopards first down.
Number 14, Devin Langston. Making the stop for the Rams, number 16, Enrique Aon. Gets Malvern a first
Now we're
down.
starting to see that passing game coming for Jimerson. A couple short passes, but they've been very effective, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Short and sweet, short and sweet.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He's keeping it. He's going to run up the middle. He's finally going to be taken down there by Reaganhart. Just shy at the first down marker. It'll be second and about 3 here, 2 or 3.
It's going to be hard to go against a guy with such talent as Jimerson. As we remind you, he actually had a rule back in Pee Wee that he was only limited to a certain amount of touchdowns because of his dominance in Pee Wee football.
Yep, they put a 3 touchdown limit on him. We actually talked to Torian Davis, and he grew up playing him, and he said he's always been an impressive athlete.
Moves the ball inside the 10-yard line and gives Malvern a first and goal.
Definitely a unique player, especially at this level. There's the snap. It's going to be another screen pass around left side. Great tackle there.
Pass complete to number 14, Devin Langston.
Around the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle for the Rams, 16, Enrique Aon.
Enrique Aon again with the tackle there. That's going to bring up second and goal here for the Leopards. And there it is, Jimerson with the keeper. Looked like he was about to score a touchdown there, but he does get stopped just shy of the goal line. He'll be down at about the 1-yard line.
And it was David Reaganhart with the tackle to stop Jimerson from making it to the goal.
And it'll be 3rd and goal here from the 1-yard line. Looks like they're setting up hard here. They usually like to set him up here to do the dirty work. He had a big 20-yard touchdown run last week, shaking off a ton of wimpy tacklers on his way to the end zone, and he's going to do the exact same thing here. Touchdown, Leopards.
That's number 21, Jordan Hart, into the end zone for Malvern. Touchdown, Leopards.
It's so convenient when you got a big guy like that who could just power through and get scored, to get points up on the board for you. So convenient, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely a powerful athlete. He's pretty agile, too. Another unique athlete there for Malvern. Here's the PAT, and it will be good.
Extra point attempt is good.
Actually, the first converted PAT attempt of the evening for either team.
That makes your score. Lakeside Rams.
Let's take a look at this replay, sponsored by National Park, and just look at him bulldoze his way through there, just shaking off Reaganhart.
You can see the play action where he was faking it out to Jimerson. And just smart play by the Leopards, bringing the score 20-15.
Yeah, Hart's definitely got some impressive strength. Match that with his agility. You've got trouble in paradise right there.
Future tickets drawing will be held Friday, October 27th. All proceeds benefit the Lakeside Ram football program.
Leopards ready to kick it away. And there's the kick. It's caught at about the 20-yard line. Looks like he's going to break away here, trying to navigate his way through the crowd there. It looked like it was number 21, Brandon Chambers, with the return. Very impressive.
Number 6, Landon Matlock on the tackle.
What were your thoughts on that one, Jay?
He just powered through, used his elusiveness, even broke a few tackles, and he brought a good gang on that that kick return for the Rams.
Gillum and company getting ready to set for yet another drive. He's had an impressive game along with his pair of running backs, Swanson and James. Quick shift. Looks like we may have a false start here. Looked like there was a little bit of a jump, and indeed it was a false start. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, backing up the Rams to about the 40-yard line. Snap to Gillum, he gives it off to Swanson. He's going around on the left side. He's got a little bit of space.
That's number 35.
It's going to be number 3, Whit Jones, finally taking him down. He'll be taking him down around the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd and short here for the Rams.
Gain of 14 brings up 2nd.
Swanson just continuing to have success here tonight, Jay. You know, he said he felt like he could improve on last year, and he had almost 1,500 yards, but it looks like he may do it here this season.
He's really making the mark here.
He'll get another carry through. Looked like he should have been stopped around the line of scrimmage, but with that never say die attitude, Swanson's going to get the first down here for the Rams.
Leslie Murdoch. But that's good enough for
Even though Dupree Swanson is a really good football player, you've seen earlier we had a story, we actually sat down with him, and he's a really good singer. What do you think about his singing ability, Chase?
He's definitely a multi-talented guy. It's a gifted young man right there. There's the snap. Fake to James, and it's going to be quarterback keeper from Gillum.
Taylor Gillum on the quarterback keeper for the Rams.
We can see Gillum getting more comfortable in his spot here, especially in the home crowd. The Rams are not afraid to take advantage of that home field advantage.
Brings up 2nd and 6 for the Rams.
Second and 6 here for the Rams. Here's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off here to James. James has some space around the left side. Tries to stay in bounds as long as he could. Oh, looked like there was a little bit of a late hit there. Probably nothing intentional.
Run out of bounds by Malvern. Number 3, Whit Jones.
It's going to be a first down here for the Rams.
Flag on the play. There's holding called against Lakeside.
Hold on, there's a penalty on the play. Holding against the Rams. Looks like they're going to have to retry here on second down.
And that penalty will tamper the mood here.
They'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Rams.
Snap to Gillum. He's going to roll to the right side, looking for someone open. He can't find it. Avoids a tackler, and he's just going to run with it. And he will be hit hard behind the line of scrimmage there.
Making the stop from Malvern, number 24, Alex Nobles.
Looks like number 24, Alex Nobles, will be credited with the sack. And that'll bring up 2nd and long here for the Rams.
That was some great defensive presence by the Leopards with the blitz there. Taking down Gillum in the backfield.
We're just over halfway through here in the second quarter. Rams lead by 5. Gillum, James in the backfield. We're going to have another timeout here by the Rams. That'll be their 2nd of the half. They'll have 1 remaining.
Folks, the Lakeside Alumni Association will be holding its annual tailgate dinner Friday, September 22nd in the new pavilion adjoining Austin Stadium.
With that, we're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere because we will be... We are back alive here. 5:38 remaining in the second quarter. Rams lead 20-15 over the Leopards. Jay, what are your overall thoughts on this game thus far?
It's definitely been a shootout, as we expected here. Only 5 points is the differential here with the Rams with the lead. Both offenses have been shooting it straight forward at the other. Taylor Gillum's getting more comfortable here. Rams offense doing what they need to do here at home. Also, Malvern's keeping it back, and they're being contending.
Just about ready to resume play here. 3rd and 11 here for the Rams. It's going to be James Gillum in the backfield. Snap to Gillum. He drops back, looks to throw. It's way over the defender's head and right through the hands of Darian Weaver. That could have been very dangerous there for the Rams. Gonna tie rope out of danger there with that potential dropped interception.
That brings up 4th down and 11 for Lakeside.
Jay, what do you think right there?
We can see Coach McBride talking to Gillum, just remind him that he needs to be more careful with it, not try to turn over the ball, which they have done. And that's a problem that they've had with turnovers. But they've done a good job tonight keeping the ball, and hopefully they do good with that further.
Looks like from the formation, they're going to go for it here. And hold on, Alexander's going to drop back in. He may try to punt this similar to what Malvern's done twice here. Indeed, he will. It's a pretty decent punt, but it will go into the end zone for a touchback. So with that, the Leopards offense will set up for another drive. Right there, you can see the several devoted Rams fans here.
Malvern will have the ball 1st and 10 from its own 20-yard line.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He's going to keep it himself. Looks for room around the left side, and he's going to get it, but hold on, there's a fumble. Rams think they've got it.
Number 2, Tobias Jimerson on the run for Malvern. The fumble on the play.
And they're talking it over, and it will be the Rams.
And they do. It is going to be Lakeside football.
It's going to be recovered by Brandon Chambers.
A little bit of an anomaly there. We usually don't see Jimerson turning the ball over that much, especially on his runs. But the Lakeside defense capitalizes there, and it's going to be Ram football in Malvern territory.
And that's the horsepower I was talking about. You got to be careful with that defense. We will bring it to you. And the Rams will have the football again.
Rams have the ball first down and 10 from the Malvern 30-yard line. Flag on the play.
It's going to be a flag here on the play. Not sure what this one's for. Positive reaction here on the home side. Looks like it'll be against the Leopards. Still waiting on an official call.
It looked to be a jump by the Leopards. And we'll look for the official decision.
That's a 15-yard penalty against Lakeside. The ball at Malvern 15-yard line.
It's a 15-yard penalty on the Leopards. That's going to save a 1st and 10 here for the Rams inside the 20. They're now in the red zone. Big difference. Here comes Swanson bulldozing his way through, and he still pushes his way. It's another ride on the D train. Touchdown, Lakeside.
Third time for Swanson back to the station, and he just chugs all the way through to the touchdown.
For the Rams, donated by Brian French of Top Flight Financial. Thank you, Top Flight Financial, for donating.
Swanson is becoming very accustomed and more friendly with the end zone. That'll be his third on the night. Surely passing the 350-yard mark for the season already.
Ooh, interesting play call here. It's going to be James and Swanson in the backfield. James is going to take it himself, trying to bulldoze his way through, and he's got it.
35-39, Michael James into the end zone for the two-point conversion.
With that two-point conversion, the score is now Lakeside 28, Malvern 15.
That's the thing about our running back duo. They can do just anything out of the arsenal. As we see Dupree Swanson taking it to the Leopard defense and chugging all the way through and powering his way to the end zone for the touchdown. Thank you for National Park College for bringing us that replay.
Rams just about set to kick it away here.
Please come up to the press box. We have a cell phone up here in the press box. If you've lost a cell phone, come see us.
Philip Gale teeing it up. He's been a busy man here this first half. This will be his 6th kickoff thus far.
Number 80, Philip Gale, set to kick off for the Rams. Back deep for Malvern, number 2, Demias Jimerson, and number 14, Devin Langston.
Here's the kickoff. Once again, they're going to target it this time to number 7, Darian Weaver. He's going to try to come around the left side here. Gets through a few tacklers. Great stiff arm there. Tries to spin through, but they end up getting him at around the 38-yard line.
Number 7, Darian Weaver on the return from Malvern, making the stop for Lakeside. Number 21, Brandon Chambers.
Chambers has been bringing it on defense and making multiple stops here for the Rams. Big part of that defensive plan here for the Rams. Even with a recovered fumble and multiple stops here.
It's been a pretty good night here for the Rams defense. Making some pretty big stops here that's given them this 13-point lead. Once what's great about this is they're going to get the ball in the second half.
Yes, as they won the toss and elected to defend here, they will take it at the second half.
Looks like we had some momentary confusion there down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball be spotted on the 38-yard line, first down and 10, Malvern.
Demise Jimerson alone in the backfield. Low snap, but he recovers quickly. Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7, Darian Weaver. Would have been a pretty impressive play.
It was some nice pressure by number 17, Fleming, the junior, to force it to not be a completion here.
Here's another replay. This is presented by National Park College, and you can see just outside of his reach. Heads up play there by the Lakeside defense to put that pressure on and cause the incompletion.
And it's going to be a timeout by the Leopards.
Leopards will indeed take their first time out here at the half. They'll have 2 remaining with 4.5 minutes left.
Fans, please support the Lakeside High School cheerleaders.
Well, we have a momentary break in the action. We're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere because we will be right back
Exceeding
for Lakeside football.
expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do. At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every day.
Can't thank Life Organization again for sponsoring.
We're back live
tonight's
here,
football game.
4:35 remaining in the second quarter of play. Rams have a 13-point lead. Leopards will have it here, 2nd and 10. Jimerson, the lone man in the backfield. Looks like they might try for a sweep here. No, it's a fake. And Jimerson's got space. This could be dangerous. Shaking off some whippy tacklers and extending as far as he could, but he gets into Ram territory. And that's the Leopard first down. Whenever Jimerson gets space like that, he's a dangerous man, wouldn't you say, Jay?
And he's been doing a great job, especially with the play action to Darian Weaver, and he just finds a hole with that great offensive line, as we see here in that replay sponsored by National Park College. He just takes it to the Rams as they let off on defense and makes them pay.
Pass is complete for Malvern.
It was number 14 there on the reception. Devin Langston made a pretty impressive catch there on the screen pass. Went up and got it with one hand, brought it down and secured it. Ended up taking it for another Leopard first down. They're moving the ball pretty effectively here, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Both teams are moving it effectively, especially the Malvern Leopards with the talent of Jimerson and even Weaver, especially
And
Langston
here-
on that last
Here
play.
he goes again. Jimerson, just so deadly with the football in his hands. Looks like he'll be stopped shy of the first down marker, but he's still going to get a modest gain there. About 5 yards. 2nd and 5 here for the Leopards.
That's the thing about Jimerson. He's like a magician. You'll never know what he'll do.
With all his talent, he definitely is an unpredictable player. There's the snap to Jimerson. Looked like he was about to pass, and here he is off to the races again. It's going to be another first down. Jimerson just so effective coming out of the pocket. he's in that position, you really don't know what he's going to do. He's so effective as a passer and when he scrambles with the ball. Wouldn't you say, Jay?
Yes. He's taking advantage of the Rams not taking the blitz and going to the man coverage, and he's making them pay for it.
First and 10 here for the Rams. Ball at the 11-yard line. There's the snap to Jimerson. It's another screen play, but he is stopped right there at the line of scrimmage. Number 26, Ian Shelley, with the stop.
Shelley, the sophomore, he's actually been a pretty good addition to the Lakeside Rams, coming from the JV this season. Actually from the junior high, my bad. And he's made an impact here for Lakeside, even in his sophomore year.
You know, the present is definitely bright, but the future is so bright as well. We've got a lot of talented people coming up through the Lakeside Youth Football Association. It's really helped build this program into what it is today. And there goes Jimerson with the scramble, and he's going to have the touchdown.
Pulled another touchdown out of his hat. And now cut the Ram lead down.
So here's another PAT attempt here for the Rams. They have not, the Leopards. They have converted one thus far, the only one here. Lakeside trying to get a little bit of revenge there, but they cannot.
The extra point attempt is good for Malvern. That makes your score. Lakeside.
And they're now 2 for 2 on PATs.
Malvern Leopards 22. We got a ball game here, folks. 2 minutes till halftime.
Let's take another look at this run here by Jimerson. Just found a hole there in the defense and took advantage of it. I'd like to thank National Park College again for that replay, as well as all the others we have here tonight.
National Park, find your path.
Back deep, you got number 21, Brandon Chambers, and number 17, Keelan Fleming, building the kickoff return.
You can see our student section again. They've been rooting so hard here. Jay, this is one of the most excited crowds I've seen here in a game.
Especially, it's a nice one. We really need it here tonight, as it's bringing Rams special confidence here at Chick Austin Field.
You know, it's like we said earlier, there's nothing quite like coming home after 2 tough games. And the Rams are definitely feeding off of their fans right now.
And that's what you got to do. You got to bring the momentum towards your side.
A little bit of a squib kick there, and the ball is loose. Heads up play there by number 4, Torian Davis, one of our big impact players. And right there, that shows you why he is one of our impact players. Heads up play there. Definitely displaying his awareness and leadership on the field.
And a time of need, Torian Davis will be there. Special player. Now just to see what Taylor Gillen will do here. See if he could make a comeback and have his own comeback for what.
There's the pass. It's complete to number 2, Richard Gaston. That'll bring up a 2nd and short here for the Rams. You know, Richard Gaston is a pretty special player. He got a little bit of playing time last year. We talked to Coach McBride in the off season, and he said Gaston's been a workhorse, trying to get better, and he's having an enhanced role here, and he's capitalizing off the opportunity. Wouldn't you say, Jay?
You got to take advantage of the opportunities given to you, and that Gaston, he's done that.
And Gillum rolling left, and out of nowhere, he's hit hard by number 21, Jordan Hart.
It's a little shooken up there.
Let's take another look with this replay by an NPC. And look at that hard hit there by Hart. Showing he's not only an effective offensive player, but he's also an effective defensive player.
Especially bringing the heart into the defense.
There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to James, who goes around on the left side, looking for an opening, and again it's Hart.
That's number 39, Michael James on the carry for Lakeside.
Both teams trying to work in the 2-minute crunch here. As the first half are coming to the end here.
We're going to have a timeout here. It's called by Malvern. They'll have one remaining. Both teams have one apiece.
Going to be fourth and about a half a yard for the Rams.
And while we have a short break in the action, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll return with the last. We are back live here. It's going to be 4th and 1 here for the Rams as we return to action. It looks like they're going to go for it. There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to the reliable Swanson. Heads up play there by the Malvern defense. Looks like it was Jaquarian Thomas with the stop there. He came out of the secondary and came up with a crucial play. Wouldn't you say, Jay?
They especially took advantage of the opportunity, and they're going to take it here in Ram territory, and they're going to try to capitalize here and bring it back to a tie game or even take the lead.
Yeah, in high school football, 1 minute can seem like an eternity. Definitely a big window of opportunity here for the Leopards. Jimerson. Time short, we'll see what the Leopard offense does here. It's going to be the snap to Jimerson, and he's going to go deep. Number 14, Devin Langston, the intended receiver. I think he wanted a pass interference call. He's not going to get it, though. Heads up defense there again by Enrique Aon.
Jimerson was also brought pressure by Landon Gray, the defensive end from Lakeside.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He's going to roll left. He's going deep this time, and it is caught. No, it is dropped. It is dropped right there at the 1 yard line. Right through his hands. Intended receiver is number 6, Latron Matlock. He is infuriated that he dropped that one.
And that's going to be heads up defense by Landon McDawn.
Yeah, the Rams secondary, it seems like they're getting into the heads of this Leopard offense, especially the wide receivers. They're feeling the pressure coming. There's another snap to Jimerson, and this time Lakeside defense is ready. He's going to get minimal gain before being taken down, well short of the first down marker, and it's going to be 4th down.
It's a nice blitz that they brought on Jimerson. Finally taking it to him after Jimerson took it to them. They're finally catching up with him. As the clock winding down here, and this might be the last play.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He's going to go deep. No, he's going to go ahead and run with it. And this is where he is so deadly. Heads up play there by number 44 for the Rams. It's Aaron Killian with the stop.
Good enough for a first down for Malvern. Timeout on the
We've
field.
got a timeout here. It's going to be called by the Leopards.
Malvern's out of timeout for the first half.
It'll be interesting to see what they go with here, Jay. You know, do you go for the field goal or do you go for the touchdown, trying to tie it up here?
I honestly think they're going to go for the touchdown here, Chase, especially with a talented player like Jamerson, but it actually looks like they're going to go for the they're going to go for it.
And with time winding down here, it looks like Jimerson will take one last shot at the end zone. Hold on, there's pressure here from the Rams defense. And no, Jimerson was almost taken down, and he is taken down. Number 33. It's going to be a tackle by Alex Stewart, and what a way to end the first half of play. Hopefully that'll carry some momentum over into the second half of play. But we have reached the halfway point here with your score, the Lakeside Rams 28, Malvern 22. We're going to take a short break in the action, but don't go anywhere because we are going to present the halftime festivities presented by Grisham Air Care.
misses.
And we are back live here with more Lakeside football, just about ready to begin the second half. Before we do, we'd like to give one last special thanks to Grisham Air Care for presenting our halftime festivities. It was a pretty high-scoring first half, wouldn't you say, Jay?
Yes, sir. Both teams have been able with offensive firepower, but the Rams, they brought it with the defensive firepower. So have the Leopards. It's been a great game all around. We've seen Taylor Gillum step up this game, especially since the poor 2 games past. But he's really brought it here with 5 completions out of 6 attempts for 80 yards and 1 touchdown. Also, on the rushing side, Dupree Swanson stepped up as our impact player tonight with 13 attempts for 130 yards with 3 touchdowns to the stations for the D-Train. With Michael James with him, 6 attempts for 38 yards.
It's definitely been a very impressive first half. Just about ready to start the second half. Jay, looking back at the first half, what do you think is going to be the key to success here for the Rams in maintaining this lead and winning the ball game here at home?
Just to keep the ball moving, really. With the pass game, with the run game, just especially keeping the defense on hand against that dangerous offense of Malvern, especially trying to keep Jimerson down because he's been a great impactful player with 9 completions out of 14 attempts for 42 yards. That's just passing. But with rushing, he has had 178 yards off 14 attempts and 2 touchdowns, with his longest going for 65 yards.
This would definitely be a crucial win for the Rams. The first win in non-conference play since 2015. There you can see a little bit of a tradition here by our student section. Dancing along to the drum line.
Bring on the powder. The powder keg of Lakeside. Both teams warming up before the start of the second half. What do you think, Chase? What do you think is going to be the situation here in the third and fourth quarters?
Well, you know, it's not unusual for the defenses in a high-scoring first half to step up in the second half. I wouldn't be very surprised if I saw a little bit of a step up from both defenses here, and we saw a little bit more of a defensive second half.
I just want to talk about Taylor Gillum, how he's stepping up tonight in the absence of Fisher Alexander, who was a really good quarterback here for the past few years. He went on to Hendricks. And how do you feel about him stepping up as the starting quarterback here for the Lakeside Rams?
Well, you know, of course there are going to be the growing pains, but I think Gillum is showing tonight that he's going to step up and he's going to be a really good replacement. And he's going to step up and be the best starting quarterback that he can be for Lakeside.
And he has a good supporting system with Dupree Swanson and Michael James and his wide receiver trio of Reagan Hart, Fleming, and company.
Coach McBride is meeting with his players here before the start of the second half. He's played such an integral part in this turnaround for the Lakeside football program.
Chase, you've actually had the time to spend with Coach McBride, and what have you seen and what have you learned about Coach McBride and what he's done with this program since you've began your friendship and talking with him on Monday mornings every week?
He's a very impressive leader. You know, he's a little bit soft-spoken, but he always comes up in these big moments, you know, he's not afraid to tell you when something's wrong, but, you know, he doesn't overreact at a situation, you know. He's a very good head coach.
You've also met with former NFL player Ryan Leaf early on before the season. And what was that like?
Well, it was just a very unique experience, you know, getting to interview somebody that has been such a success in the past, this early on in the stages of my career.
And I wish you the best in all your endeavors here, even at Lakeside and after Lakeside. You've been a great broadcast partner, and I want to thank you so much, Chase.
Thank you, Jay. We're just about ready to kick off here for the second half of play. It's going to be number 17, Michael Cervantes. Kicks away. It looks like it's going to be Brandon Chambers bringing it back. He's going to come around here on the left side. He's got some space. Hold on, there's a penalty flag, but he's still on his feet. Bringing it up to around the 40 before he's ambushed by a pride of leopards.
It's going to be holding on the returning team. It'll be a block in the back, bringing the Rams back from the original point of return.
Looks like they're going to spot it deep here into Lakeside territory. Just inside the 10-yard line.
The refs are showing no favoritism here, doing their job, 50-50.
Gillum set back.
And it's going to be a false start against the defense.
Indeed, it's going to be encroachment on the Leopards. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be 1st and 5 here for the Rams.
And that's going to soften the load.
There's the snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to Michael James. Trying to fight his way through. He's going to get a few yards, moving the Rams ever closer to those sticks.
Wasn't close enough to bring the chain gain out. And it'll be 2nd and 1.
There's the snap. It's going to be Swanson taking the snap, and he'll try to run it up the middle. Again, he's met by a pride of Leopards.
He's met up by Hart, who's been making excellent stops for the Leopard defense today.
Third and short here for the Rams. Just about half a minute gone here in this third quarter of play. We're back live here, and here comes Michael James around the right side. And now it's a foot race. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, Lakeside. Unbelievable play by Michael James. Found a break in the defense, and it was off to the races.
That was a Mustang.
You know, we talk about Dupree Swanson all the time here, but you can never underestimate Michael James. You could really call him Lakeside's secret weapon, wouldn't you, Jay?
Absolutely. Whenever you need Dupree to take a break, or even Dupree to have a friend, Michael James is always there.
Looks like they're going to go for two here. Instead, it's Ferguson and Swanson in the backfield. Swanson's going to be stopped short of the goal line. 2-point attempt is no good. Let's take another look at this run here by Michael James. Incredible wherewithal to know where the break in the defense was. Found his way around on the right side, and it was a foot race that he was going to win.
It was also great support by his offensive line, making the whereabout and the blockage for him to make it to the touchdown. That will be Michael James's first touchdown of the evening. In the first half, he had only 38 yards. I think he met that and doubled it with that run right there.
Philip Gale coming on to kick here for the Rams. He's been a busy man here tonight.
He's really putting in the stripes.
Lakeside set to kick off. Number 80, Philip Gale will be the kicker.
Philip Gale, also a multi-sport athlete. He plays football, soccer, and basketball. Great at either one of those sports. Really good athlete here, senior Philip Gale.
Hold on, there's a quick shift here. Looks like they're trying to mix things up. He's going to try to go deep. It's going to be Florence getting the ball here, the running back, and he is going to be stopped there by a herd of Rams at the 30. And hold on, there's a fumble on the play.
It's recovered by Torian Davis.
Torian thought he had the ball there, thought it was gone the other way.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 4,
Refs
Torian Davis.
Will call it down, though, at the 31-yard line.
They're going to keep the ball with Malvern at the 31-yard line. First down and 10 Leopards.
And what'd you say about Lakeside's defense and the genius behind it?
That was Coach Rocky saw right there. Torian Davis, we talked to him earlier. He has full faith in Coach and in that defensive unit. And tonight they've shown reason to have faith.
Also the special teams.
And there's Jimerson around the right side.
That's number 2, Elias Jimerson on the quarterback keeper for the Leopards.
Jimerson is just doing Jimerson things, doing what he does best.
All the way into Rams territory at the 40.
Jimerson trying to find space in the defense there. Make it a track meet, which that's usually one he'll win.
Absolutely. Might have some competition with Swanson, but you never know.
There's the handoff to Florence. He's trying to find some space around the right side. Looks like he'll have the first down. That's going to indeed move the sticks.
Down to the 30-yard line of the Rams. That's first down and 10 for the Leopards.
Also, Jimerson, he has about 2 or 3 touchdown rushes here tonight.
There's the snap. It's a fake. It's an option. And there's Jimerson around the right side, trying to stay in bounds. Did he?
That's number 2, Elias Jimerson.
The referees say it is a touchdown.
Into the end zone, touchdown Malvern.
And indeed it is, touchdown Malvern. But hold on, looks like there's a penalty flag down.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called on both teams.
There's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct call on both teams. They will offset each other, so the play will remain a touchdown.
And that's the competition between both teams. They're really eager to get at each other. And they've really seen it tonight as it's been a shootout tonight.
This has definitely developed into a bit of a non-conference rivalry over the years.
But it's been an entertaining one here, Chase.
There's the snap to Jimerson. He's going to go for two, and he's got wide open space down the middle. He will easily convert the two-point conversion.
And that's going to cut the Lakeside lead by 4. Coming in between 10 minutes of the third quarter. As you see, Jimerson just going on that option always. And he just wasn't met close enough. See, he barely keeps it in bounds. And we will thank National Park College for that nice footage there. Bringing us replays all season long. Thank you. Find your path with National Park College.
So with that, there's 10 minutes and a second to go. The Rams lead 34-30. 2 scores here within 2 minutes. Jay, what are your thoughts?
Well, the Leopards really brought it back to contention here. It's been contentional the whole game. Just Jimerson just putting in the work. Doing what he does best and making the fool out of the Rams defensive unit. They've been doing a great job. It's just Jimerson, and he's been having a great offensive line too. What do you think, Chase, as we get to the kickoff here?
And it's an onside here for Cervantes, and Malvern recovered. I think that play call fooled everybody.
Especially this close to the ball game. It's an itsy call by Malvern, but it's rewarding as they get down at the Lakeside 46 in Rams territory. Chase, what do you feel about that one?
Well, that one stunned the home crowd here. You know, a lot of cheering on that kickoff, but as soon as they recovered, just dead silence here. So Jimerson and company quickly coming back to the field for another drive. Their second of the half already here. There's a fake. Jimerson, he's going to look to throw. This time it is complete down the right sideline, and now it's a foot race. Touchdown, Malvern. Darian Weaver, he had a couple tough drops so far, but this time he capitalized on the opportunity, and Malvern's going to take the lead.
And that one quiets the home crowd here. As we see we're going to see number 5, Gray, go for that option. And it's going to be a play action pass to number 7, Darian Weaver. And he's going to make it run for the end zone and takes the lead for the Malvern Leopards.
Now the Leopards coming on for a PAT attempt. This would put them up by a field goal.
Malvern takes the lead for the first time in the ball game.
We're going to have a timeout here called by the Leopards.
See, normally you would see a timeout on a field goal by the opposing team to try to ice the kicker.
I want to thank the Lakeside Youth Football Association for sponsoring tonight's football game. Life believes in developing winners both on and off the field by creating opportunities for student athletes to excel in both individual leadership and teamwork skills.
We also want to thank the athletic training department here at Lakeside, headed by Coach Brandon, keeping Lakeside players hydrated and healthy. Thank you for all you do.
Leopards coming back here for the PAT attempt. There's snap, kick is up, and it is good. So with 9:45 to go here in the third quarter of play, your score, the Malvern Leopards 37, the Rams 34. Jay, 2 scores within 16 seconds here for the Leopards. What do you got to say about that?
Well, smart play by the Leopards, but the Rams, they just need to keep their heads up and know that they can take the game back easily like the Malvern Leopards did just a few seconds ago. And the home crowd needs to get back in it so they can pump up their Rams and put them in a spot where they can easily make the confidence and push the momentum towards their side to bring the ball game back in their favor.
You can see our home crowd a little bit stunned after those 2 quick scores.
But hopefully they can regather themselves, the blue and gold of Lakeside. Luckily, we'll see more gold for this season and less blue.
There's the kick. Short return here.
That's number 4, Torian Davis, receiving the kickoff for the Rams.
Once again, the Rams offense will take the field. Jay, so far it's been a back and forth affair of the second half. You think it's going to be whoever has the ball last wins the game?
Might as well. They've just been training the ball off here. And it just got kicked off in the second half. It's already getting started. I'm excited to see what happens as we have quarterback Taylor Gillum. And there'll be a flag
here on a play. False start on the Rams. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, moving them back to about the 39-yard line. That'll bring up a 1st and 15 here for the Rams.
1st and 15 for the Rams from the 39-yard line.
Gillum and Swanson in the backfield. 1st and 15. There's the snap. Gillum gets it. Pass is incomplete. Torian Davis hit it the last second there. Number 7, Darian Weaver. Heads up play there on defense for the Leopards.
Taylor Gillum's been pretty efficient here in the ball game, having 5 of 7 for 80 yards and 1 touchdown here in the ball game. Been really stepping up here for the Lakeside Rams.
There's the give to Swanson. And that never say die attitude coming into play again. Swanson pushes forward for a few more yards.
And now bring him past the 140 mark for tonight's ball game. He's already had 3 touchdowns here in this contest. How do you feel about Dupree Swanson?
He's been very impressive tonight. He's having a very impressive season. You know, his statement earlier this season that he could improve from last year, you know, it may have seemed impossible, but he's proven it here tonight.
Yep, and he's been singing his way to the end zone.
Here's the snap. Gillum. This time, Torian Davis diving. But it is incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down here for the Rams. And it looks like they're going to go ahead and bring on the special teams unit.
Down for the Rams.
Well, on that drive, it looked like Taylor Gillen was in a little bit of a desperation mode there. Just trying to figure a way out to get his Rams back to the lead.
Good punt there by Gale. And it's Jimerson on the return. This could be trouble. Looking for space. Great there by number 45.
Number 2, Demias Jimerson on the return.
Landon Muldoon there with a tackle.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 45, Landon Muldoon.
And the Leopards will set up shop here already for the 3rd time this half.
They've been bringing it to the Rams. We just got to see what Jimerson can pull out of his hat this time.
Malvern have the ball 1st down and 10 from about the 30-yard line.
Also, we try to see if Lakeside has a response this time, as they already scored 2 touchdowns in 16 seconds times.
There's the snap. It's going to be another screen pass to the left side. And he stays on his feet. He's number 6, Latron Matlock on the reception. He's going to have 1st down and then some for the Leopards.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 45, Landon Muldoon.
So we take a look at Swanson. He's interested in playing for the Michigan University. Great players come from Michigan like Tom Brady.
There's the snap and the give. Lawrence up the middle. He's going to get a decent gain there on the play. Short of the sticks, but it'll be 2nd and about 3 here.
Brings up 2nd down and short for the Leopards.
3rd down territory. What do you feel about this one, Chase?
There's the snap to Jimerson. He gives off to Florence. Great tackle there. It looks like it was number 37, Alex Stewart there with the play.
37, Alex Stewart on the tackle for the Rams.
And that heads-up play there by the Lakeside defense will bring up a 3rd and short here for the Leopards.
Be 3rd down and about 2 to go.
There's the snap. It's a keeper by Jimerson. He's in trouble with a desperation throw. Incomplete. Could have been dangerous there. Number 9, Brandon Scott, was surrounded by several Rams.
Great heads up by Keenan Fleming and company. Also, Davis Jimerson was pressured on that one. Great sportsmanship of the Rams as the Leopards being taken off the field.
Looks like we have an injury on the field. Number 7, Darian Weaver.
We wish him well. How do you feel like that's going to affect the Leopards here?
There's the snap. The give to Jimerson on the sweep, and now it's a foot race. The 20, the 10, and a touchdown for Malvern. The Rams have been unable to contain him here in the 2nd half. Just such a dangerous player.
when you feel like you're just going to wind him down, he just gets better. It's like a wind-up toy, just keeps going.
This PAT would put the Leopards up by 10. And hold on, it's a high snap. They do get it off, however, and it is good. So with 7:27 remaining here, in the third quarter of play, the score is Malvern 45, the Rams 34. We take another look at this run by Demias Jimerson.
And he's just running and running. No one can catch up.
Lakeside set to receive the kickoff. Kickoff return tonight is sponsored by Riser Ford. Back deep for the Rams, number 21, Brandon Chambers, and number 17, Keelan Fleming. Thank you, Riser Ford, for sponsoring the kickoff return.
Just about ready to resume action here as the Malvern special teams take the field. Kicking off is number 17, Michael Cervantes. Looking at what is already his 5th kickoff of this half.
And we thought Philip Gale was doing some work.
There's the kickoff. It's a short one.
Kick return fielded by number 4, Torian Davis.
Torian Davis will field it there. The Rams offense will take over.
Lakeside will have the ball at their own 41-yard line. First down and 10 Rams.
Gillum coming back in the game with 1 touchdown and over 80 yards in the contest tonight.
There's the snap, the give to Swanson, trying to bulldoze his way through the defense. He's not going down. Took about 4 Leopards to take him down, but they did eventually get him. And not before another Lakeside first down.
That's good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
And that's going to put Swanson over 160 for the night. Also with 3 touchdowns coming to the house.
There's the snap. Gillum throws. It's incomplete. Intended receiver was Torian Davis.
Incomplete.
And he calls for a little more higher on it that time.
Brings up second down and 10 for the Rams.
That's going to bring up second down and 10 here for the Rams.
So we've seen Coach McBride calling the play out to Gillum as he's putting trust in his quarterback.
There's the snap to Gillum. He gives off to Swanson. He's got space on the right side. He's still on his feet. Finally taken down just outside the 30-yard line, but not before another Lakeside first down provided by the D-Train.
Good enough for another Lakeside Rams.
Didn't take it to the station that time, but he's chugging his way there. With the support of the rail train cars, the offensive linemen. They've been really protecting tonight. Stepping up from the struggle.
There's the snap to Gillum. He looks to the left side. Pass is caught. It's number 17, Keelan Fleming on the reception.
Number 17, Keelan Fleming. Down to about the 24-yard line.
I just feel like Taylor Gillum has found his groove here tonight. He's really stepped up from the past 2 games, and he's shown that he's here to stay as the Lakeside starting quarterback. How do you feel about that, Chase?
There's the snap to give off to Swanson. Going back to your question earlier, what do I think about Gillen's performance? He's faced a little bit of adversity here, growing pains, adjusting to that starting position. But I think he's starting to get comfortable with it. And he's proven it tonight.
And he's also been helped getting comfortable with the student section, the crowd here, and the fans here at Chick Austin Field.
2 men in the backfield. It looks like James will receive the snap here. He's going to take it himself on the right side. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker, and it's going to be 4th and short here for the Rams.
And we would like to say thanks to our title sponsor, Relyance Bank. As we have an apparent injury on the field, there'll be number 9, Brandon Scott, the wide receiver junior from the Malvern Leopards. We wish him well here from Lakeside TV.
Be 4th down and a yard for the Rams.
It's going to be 4th and 1 here for the Rams. And judging by the unit coming out on the field, they're going to go for it. Swanson's going to take the snap. He's going to try to take it up the middle here, and it's off to the races. Touchdown, Lakeside.
And the D train is bringing it to the station for the 4th time tonight. Dupree Swanson.
Donated by Brian French of Top Flight Financial, your hometown mortgage solution. Thank you, Top Flight Financial, for donating $50 for every Lakeside touchdown.
That's going to cut the deficit here to 4.
And they're going to go for 2.
Rams will indeed go for 2 here. They're going to give it off to Swanson again, and why not? He's had a ton of success here tonight, and he's going to convert again. So with that, the Rams cut the deficit to 2. Your score with 4:49 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 44-42 Leopards. Here we take another look at this run by Dupree Swanson around the left side. And it was off to the races.
The D train brings it to the station. And we want to thank National Park College for that replay.
Retail price $2,000, $10 per ticket. All proceeds benefit the Lakeside Ram football program.
We want to thank Lakeside TV for bringing this presentation of Lakeside Rams football.
Philip Dale set to kick it off once again here for the Rams. It's going to be a little bit of a squib kick here. It's going to be Florence on the return. But about as soon as he got it, he was met by a herd of Rams.
Number 37, Alex Stewart, making the tackle for the Rams, along with number 9, Jesus Damian.
Jimerson and company on the Malvern offense was set up here for another drive.
Malvern will have the ball first down and 10 from their own 38-yard line.
Jimerson, the lone man in the backfield. He's going to fake a give here to Florence, and he's going around to the left side. He's got some space. This could be trouble.
That's number 2, Tobias Jimerson on the carry for the Malvern Leopards.
He's going to get it into Rams territory.
Down to the 41 of Lakeside. That'll be a first down and 10.
It's going to be first down and 10 here for the Leopards. There's the snap to Jimerson. He's going to pass it to Florence. Quick stop there by the Lakeside defense. That's going to set up second and short.
Complete number 5, London Florence. Making the stop for the Rams, number 20, Reese Turner. Number 16, Enrique Aon. Brings up second and short for Malvern.
There's the snap, the give off to Florence up the middle. He'll be stopped at about the 30-yard line. That'll move the sticks.
Number 37, Alex Stewart making the tackle for the Lakeside. Assisted by number 48, Logan Garner. Gives Malvern a first and 10.
There's the snap. Jimerson's going to keep it himself, but he's met right there at the line of scrimmage. Stopped by number 44, Aaron Killian. That's going to bring up second and 10 here for the Leopards. Just about 3 minutes left to go here in the third quarter of play. It's been a pretty long one. A lot of scoring. Malvern rallying for 22 points this quarter. There's the pass. He is going to be stopped there. Looks like it's going to be number 17, Keelan Fleming, there with the tackle. He wasn't going to let him get away there.
That'll bring up third and long for the Malvern Leopards.
Lakeside defense trying to keep Jimerson and company back as they're trying to bring it back to this football game.
Third and long here for the Leopards. Just about 2 minutes left to go. Here's the snap. Jimerson rolls left, looks for his man, and it is caught, but they're going to stop him short of the sticks.
Pass complete for number 9, Brandon
The group of Rams will flock him there.
Making the stop for the Rams, number 44, Aaron
That's going to make it
Killian,
fourth and short.
Brandon Chambers. That'll bring up fourth down.
Pretty interesting situation here, Jay. Fourth and short. Do you bring on the special teams unit, or do you go for it here?
It's only the third quarter. Honestly, I think it'd be pretty safe going with your special teams, but they're going to go for it here. How do you feel about that?
Leopards definitely showing some faith here in their offense. They've been very efficient here tonight. Jimerson lost the ball, but he's still going to find a way around to get to the first down and then some. Now it's a run down the right sideline and a touchdown for Malvern.
That's number 2, Tobias Jimerson into the end zone for Malvern.
Rough start there for the Leopards on that play, but a great recovery for a touchdown. It just goes to show you how hard it is to contain Jimerson.
like some of our fans here, have no words for that one. That one was special.
2-point conversion is good for Malvern, and with that, your score is Leopards 52, the Rams 42. Let's take another look.
Anyways, on that one, Jimerson was pressured and he actually muffled with the snap, but he ended up bringing it back, bringing his composure, and running for the touchdown.
Rams set to receive the kickoff.
The Leopards setting up to kick it off again. They've scored a pretty astounding 30 points here in the third quarter. To give them this 10-point lead, it's going to be a squib kick. It looks like it's going to be Torian Davis on the return. He's going to be stopped around the 45-yard line.
Lakeside will set up shop, first down and 10.
Now Gillum and company will set up for another drive.
Gillum talking it over with Coach before he brings it off to the field.
First and 10 here for the Leopards. Gillum met right there at the line of scrimmage.
That's number 12, Taylor Gillum, on the quarterback keeper. Stopped in the backfield by Malvern. Loss for about a yard on the play, brings up second down and 11.
Looks like Swanson's going to take. They're going to go ahead, give the snap here to Gillum. A little bit of a quick shift here before the snap. Time running down. There's a sweep play. It's off to Swanson. And he is going to be met just past the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be the last play of the third quarter.
Bring up third down and 10 for the Rams. That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Lakeside Rams 42, Malvern.
Well, that wraps up the third quarter of play. Malvern having a great third quarter here. They take the lead 52-42 heading into the last quarter play.
Tonight's game.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
We are back live here for the fourth quarter of play. Rams setting up shop at the 45-yard line. Third and 10. There's a snap to Gillum. He fakes the give. Now he's going to give it to Torian Davis. Torian Davis shakes off the tackler, but he is going to fall back there after gaining a few yards, and that's going to bring up fourth and 7 here. But hold on, there is a flag down on the play.
flag. That was a nice read by Gillum, finding his man Davis for a nice completion, but Davis just couldn't find his foot and his composure. Went right down for the fourth.
Bring up 4th down and 10 for the Rams.
Fourth and 10 here for the Rams. It looks like they will elect to punt. Gale looking to kick. Jemerson back deep to return. And hold on, there's a fumble on the punt. But Gale will get it away. And the ref signals it was kicked out of bounds near midfield. They'll call it the 49-yard line.
Short punt for Lakeside.
And that's where the Leopards will take over.
Their own 49-yard line, 1st down and 10.
It's really good of Philip Gale to find his composure and to get the punt off. Not forcing turnover.
Jemerson, the lone man in the backfield. Looks like they may try a sweep here to Florence. The Lakeside defense sniffed it out. There is a penalty flag down in the backfield.
In the backfield.
That might go against the Lakeside Rams.
Flag on the play.
And it'll be a face mask.
Malvern. Back Malvern up. It's 1st down from their own 37-yard line.
Here's the snap to Jemerson. Looking for a man. Florence bobbles it, but he does have it. Gains a couple yards, and hold on, we've got another penalty flag on this play.
Number 17, Keelan Fleming on the stop for the Rams. Another flag on the play.
It's going to be holding on the Leopards. That'll move them back quite a bit. It's going to be 1st and 22 here for the Leopards. There's the snap to Jemerson. He looks deep. Lakeside trying to apply some pressure. Looks like they got the sack there.
Lakeside, number 48, Logan Garner on the tackle.
Credit Logan Garner there with the tackle. That's going to bring up 2nd and 24 here for the Leopards.
And that's a real boost for the Lakeside defense, finally getting Jemerson down where they wanted them. And it brings it down. 2nd 22.
Here it is. There's the throw by Jemerson. It's popped up in the air, almost intercepted.
Malvern's pass is tipped. Almost intercepted.
Number 45, Landon Muldoon with the diving effort there. Almost had it. But it'll be 3rd and 24 here for the Leopards.
That was a great effort by the Lakeside defense. Also want to credit the Lakeside crowd getting ramped up there for that last play. and that really helped confidence.
The booth up here was literally shaking. And here it is again. The crowd is deafening
It's
down there
electric.
right now.
They're wild.
There, the pass, it's complete on the right side. Number 14, Devin Langston stays on his feet and inbounds to gain a decent amount.
Pass complete to number 14, Devin Langston.
But it will be fourth down regardless.
45, Landon Muldoon running out of bounds. It'll bring up fourth and long for the Leopards.
That's a big stop there for the defense.
And here's the trick, because Jimerson is also their punter. So you never know if he would.
Run out of bounds. Called out of bounds at about the 40-yard line of the Rams.
Now the Rams will set up shop for another drive. Hopefully looking to carry that momentum from the defensive side of the ball. Making that big crucial stop here early in the fourth quarter.
That was a great 3-and-out effort by the Lakeside defense. Chase, this defense has really stepped up tonight.
The Rams set it up here. Gillum and Swanson in the backfield. Snap to Gillum. He's looking to throw, and he's going deep. Richard Gaston didn't know where the ball was.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass.
Looked up and just didn't see it.
Intended for number 2, Richard Gaston on the play.
It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Rams.
Gaston comes back as number 14. Sawyer Lamb checks into the game for the Rams.
That's number 35, Dupree Swanson on the
Dupree
carry for
Swanson
Lakeside.
carries it for a decent gain there.
21, Jordan Hart on the stop for the Leopards. That's to the
That should bring up
45-yard line
a
for the
3rd
Rams.
and
It'll
5
bring up
here
3rd down.
for the Rams. Snap to Gillum. He's going to give off to Swanson. And now Swanson stays on his feet on the left side. He's going to get the first down and then some. And the Rams are now into Malvern territory. With just over 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
And I think that brought Dupree Swanson's total of yardage here up to almost or maybe over 200 yards tonight, with also 4 touchdowns for the Rams.
There's the snap. Swanson's going to take it. And now it's a foot race down to the left side. The 10, the 5. And the Ram fans are all aboard for another ride on the D train. Touchdown, Lakeside. Another impressive play by Dupree Swanson, his 5th touchdown of the evening.
And now we know for sure he's over 200 yards tonight for his 5th trip to the station. Choo-choo, chugging it, Dupree.
Looks like the Rams are going to go for 2 here. Looks like Swanson's going to get the snap. And he's going to take it in here, bulldozing his way through as he's done so many times here tonight. The deficit is cut to 2.
We'll take a look from National Park College as we see Dupree taking it and just beating the Leopards to the race. and chugging his way to the station on the D train for the 5th time.
Folks, support the Lakeside High School cheerleaders this evening. Purchase raffle tickets. Enter for a drawing for a chance to win a night in the athletic complex balcony for the Lakeside versus Hope game on October 13th. Catering with Chick-fil-A trays and water and sodas provided. $5 a ticket or 5 tickets for $20.
That touchdown right there by Swanson, a crucial one, brings them back to within 2. Lakeside's going to kick it off here, hoping to build on that momentum they had from the 3 and out last time. There's the kick by Gale. And Florence is going to turn it here. He's going to be stopped just past the 30-yard line. We'll call it the 32-yard line. Now Malvern will set for another drive. Jay, what are your thoughts here?
Just the defense needs to get a stop so we can have another opportunity at putting more points on the board. If the Lakeside defense can get to that, we could give Gillum and company another chance to put us back in the lead.
Jimerson, and now it's off to the races, doing as he's done several times here tonight, just breaking away for a Malvern touchdown. As soon as they give up the touchdown, they get it back with a QB scramble from Jimerson.
That run right there looks like something straight out of a video game, Chase.
This has definitely been one of our more high-scoring affairs here at Chick Austin Field. Combined 108 points here thus far here this evening. Jay, what are your thoughts on that?
Touchdown, 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 touchdown. It's been a shootout here, folks.
Thank you, Lipa.
Here we take another look.
Football game. Lakeside Youth Football
Jimerson again finding the hole in the defense. He turned it into a track meet, and usually that's a track meet he's going to win. Another impressive play by the star quarterback.
I actually think he runs track.
Which will develop them into well-rounded citizens in their home, school, and community. Thank you to the Lakeside Youth Football Association again for sponsoring tonight's football game. Go Rams!
Here comes the PAT attempts from Michael Cervantes. The kick is up, and it is good.
Malvern's extra point attempt is
so with
good.
8:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter of play, the score is Malvern 59, Lakeside 50. With that, we're going to take a short break, but don't worry, we'll be right back.
Before you can find your potential, you first have to find your path. At National Park College, our mission is to help you do both, with a university experience that's close to home. With career-focused education, help with job placement and a variety of programs to choose from, and a cost that's less than half of four-year universities, National Park College can put you on the path to a better education. Visit np.edu today and find your path.
We're back live here. Malvern taking the field, getting set to kick it away. Jay, the two kickers tonight, Cervantes and our own Philip Gale, they've been busy men.
They've been getting a lot of action, but that's what you get with a shootout. Hopefully the defense could bring it back. I mean, our offense.
And hold on, it's an onside here. Lakeside was ready for it.
They called a fair catch. Hopefully Taylor Gillum and company can bring it back and put more points on the board for the big blue and gold.
It's getting a little late here, but these Ram fans, so devoted. They have as high an energy now as they did in the first quarter. There's the snap. Big throw downfield by Gillum. And Gaston just can't get there.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum's pass is incomplete, intended for number 2, Richard Gaston. Brings up second down and 10 for Lakeside.
Since we're getting a little late here, it looks like they're going to run the clock continuously at this point.
That was a nice throw by Gillum, perfectly executed. It was just a defensive effort by the Leopards that hold back the receiver, and he couldn't get to it on time.
And hold on, there was a little bit of a fumble there. Swanson was stopped before he could even get back to the line.
Swanson on the carry for the Rams.
It looks like it'll be a loss of about 2 there. That's going to bring up 3rd and long here for the Rams. Gillum awaiting the snap. He gets it now, drops back, looking to throw. He's receiving some pressure. It's a little dump off pass to Swanson. He's running around the right side. He's got some space, and he's going to get the first down for the Rams. Crucial play for the Rams on 3rd and long there.
Another first down for the Lakeside Rams.
If we can get another look at that provided by National Park College, Gillum finds Dupree Swanson, and then Swanson, being the elusive man he is, takes it to the station and thanks.
That's number 35 again,
Dupree Swanson takes a carry up the middle there for a modest gain.
Number 9 on the tackle, Brandon Scott.
Dupree being a workhorse in this game so far.
Bring up second down and 3 for the Rams.
He's definitely having an exceptional game here. Here's the snap to Gillum, and he's going to give it off to Dupree again, and Dupree refusing to go down. He's going to get the first down and then some. And the Rams continue to knock on the door of the Leopards.
The Rams bringing on a jumbo set here.
There's the snap. Gillum looking to throw. He can't find anybody, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield.
Number 12, Taylor Gillum on the quarterback keeper for the Rams. We got a flag on the play.
There's a flag down on the play. Holding on the Rams.
And that one's going to tone the move down for the Rams. Bring it back to square one.
Holding called against the Rams. That'll back them up to the 37-yard line. Be first and long for Lakeside.
Gillum's going to get the snap. He looks to throw. Goes to Swanson again. Now he's on the left side, and he's got space. And he stays on his feet. 10-5, touchdown! Lakeside. Unbelievable. Dupree Swanson with 6 touchdowns in this game. 5 rushing and now 1 receiving. He's been doing it all here tonight for the Rams. Wouldn't you say, Jay?
What I'm gonna say, the train station has been really busy. Tickets high. Swanson the workhorse. We talked about impact players, and Swanson has been that player tonight for the Rams. Taylor Gillen with a 2nd passing touchdown.
Looks like the Rams are going to go for 2 here, try to close that gap. They're going to. 2-point conversion is good. So with 5:45 remaining in the 4th quarter, play your score. The Rams, Malvern.
As we have Gillum setting Dupree Swanson with it. Dupree being elusive here. And this is just a work of art. We want to thank National Park College for that replay.
So with 5:45 remaining here in the 4th quarter of play, your score is Malvern 59, the Rams 58. Jay, this is turning out to be a good one.
It's not exceptionally, it is an exciting one.
This could be potentially be one that Ram fans are going to remember for years to come.
This easily could be one of the greatest games we've seen in a while for Chick Austin Field.
There's the kick from Gale. Looks like Florence on the return again, and he's going to be stopped around the 40-yard line.
Number 5, London Florence receiving the kickoff from Malvern.
Jimerson and company will set up shop once again.
Malvern have the ball 1st down and 10 from their own 42-yard line.
Jimerson and company looking to repeat the amazing success they've had here in the 2nd half. There's the give off to Florence.
And off to number 5, London Florence.
He's going to take it for a modest gain up to around the 40. We're going to say it's going to be the 44-yard line.
Landon Gray. And the 2 will be 2nd down and 8 for the Leopards.
It'll be 2nd and 8 here for Malvern. You know, Jay, time running down here. You think Malvern's just trying to maintain the clock here?
They're milking it.
There's the snap, give. And hold on, it looked like there may have been a little bit of a miscommunication there. Jimerson's in trouble. But again, he's going to find a break in the defense. Great stop there, though, by Ray Inhart at the last second.
On the carry for the Leopards. Making the stop for the Rams, number 83, David Reaganhart. Down to the 44 of the Rams. That gives Malvern a 1st down and 10.
.430 remaining. The Ram fans are rocking the place right now. Jimerson's gonna keep it. Now he's running to the right side, and there's a big stuff ball. Came out, but hold on. We're gonna say he's down, but still a huge stop there by the Rams defense. Look at this big hit right here. As we take a second look, huge play. It looked like it was Brandon Chambers. Hold on.
Developing here.
Looks like somebody is down for the Leopards.
And it looks like Damian. Looks like Jimerson.
Exceeding expectations is not just a motto, it's what we do at the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Searcy. From offering you over 2,500 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from, to giving you award-winning service in our modern state-of-the-art facilities, exceeding expectations is what we do.
At the Greg Orr Auto Collection in Hot Springs and Searcy, where we're exceeding expectations every day.
We're back live here. The injured player was indeed identified as number 2, Demias Jimerson. That's a huge blow to the Leopards here in the late game. Jay, what here?
That could be a major blow. And it could also be an advantage and an opportunity here for the Rams as they can capitalize off that and hopefully get the ball back in their possession with time to win the ball game here. But we also want to wish him well and hope he's okay.
The Malvern offense just trying to milk the clock as much as they can. But they are met by a herd of Rams there at the line of scrimmage.
I felt that one all the way from the booth, Chase.
Number 37, Alex Stewart. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Leopards.
We've been hearing a name that we haven't heard a lot. Alex Stewart, he's been bringing the stoppage here a lot for this Rams defense.
There's the snap. Hart's going to keep it himself. Trying to gain the 1st down. He is trying to bulldoze his way through. He may have it. It looks like he does.
Number 21, Jordan
Will Hart, one of our big impact players coming into this game for Malvern, comes up in a big situation there.
Official timeout to measure.
And they're going to bring out the chain gang to see if he had the 1st.
Further review is going to confirm that the Leopards do indeed have the 1st down. That play a huge momentum shifter, especially after the loss of Demias Jimerson here in the final moments of this ball game.
Lakeside called a timeout. Be their 1st timeout of the 2nd half.
Lakeside's going to go ahead and call a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. But with that, we're going to take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the exciting conclusion of this ball game. back live here. Just under 3 minutes left in this ball game. Malvern with a 1st and 10 here. Looks like they're going to give it to Hart again after the huge success of that last play. Indeed, he's going to keep it himself. And the big boy just pushing forward for another Leopard 1st down. Starting to show that strength that he had in the game last week against Lake Hamilton. Broke away for several big runs.
Good enough for a Leopard's 1st down.
Big, lean, and mean. He's tearing his way through this Lakeside defense here in the conclusion of this ball game. With 2:44 left.
Here they go again, Hart. They're going to give it to him again. If it isn't broke, don't fix it. And hold on, was there a fumble there at the end of the play?
He ended up breaking what was fixed.
Number 21 on the carry, tripped up by number 44, Aaron Killian.
The officials here going to rule he was down before the ball came loose, and there you can see right there his knee was clearly down.
2 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the game.
Been a couple close.
59 Malvern.
There've been a couple close calls here to this point.
That one was a good one, though. His knee sure was down. That was a nice stop by the Lakeside defense, though. Brandon Chambers and company really trying to put it to the Malvern Leopards here. 1 point differential. Chase, this one's been exciting.
We're just about ready to return to action here. 2:41 remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been an exciting one. Coming right down to the wire here. Looks like they're going to give it to Hart again. No, they're instead going to go with the sweep. Pretty big gain. Lakeside again thinking they had the football, but they're going to call him down
14, Devin Langston
just shy of the 1st down marker.
Be 3rd and short. Lakeside will use their last timeout. of the second
Lakeside,
half.
with that, is going to use their final timeout. With this break in the action, we're going to take another short break, but don't go anywhere as we conclude this epic matchup.
Do you talk to your family without really communicating? Our new Lennox Ultimate Comfort System communicates with each component of the system, which communicates with you at home or away, giving you the ultimate control and perfect air. Wouldn't it be nice if everything in your life worked that well together?
Call Grisham Air Care for perfect air in your home.
Grisham Air Care and Lennox, the ultimate home comfort team. Lennox, innovation never felt so good.
Here we go. Crucial 3rd down here for the Lakeside defense. Hart set back once again. He's going to try to run it up the middle again, and he's going to make it inside the 5. But hold on. Penalty flag came out after the play.
Jordan Hart on the carry from Malvern.
The Leopards have really been bringing it to the Rams in the red zone.
It looks like Demias Jimerson is about to make a return to the game. As you can see, Jimerson, who had a Took a pretty big blow earlier in the game. He's back on his feet now. That's a good sign for the Leopards. Heading into later parts of this ball game.
The Ram fans are really trying to cheer up the defense as they're in a tough predicament here in the red
First
zone.
and goal for Malvern.
Indeed, Jimerson will be back in the game, but they're sending him out here in the Wildcat formation. Jordan Hart looks like he's going to get the snap. He's going to try to take it around on the right side, and he is in for a crucial Leopard touchdown here in the late moments of this fourth quarter.
Jordan Hart for Malvern into the end zone. Touchdown, Leopards.
And we'll take another look at that last touchdown run by Hart.
Malvern will use their last timeout of the second half.
See, keeps it from the Wildcat formation. And he finds the hole set up by his offensive lineman. And he takes it straight in for the touchdown. Really crucial moment in this ball game as we conclude it. Chase, how do you feel like that affects the mood here at Chick Austin Field?
Well, this game is far from over here. We've got a crucial play coming up. It'll be interesting to see. I do indeed think they are going to go for two here. If you stop them here, it stays a one-possession game, and you're definitely within reach of the tie or even the win. If not, though, that makes this a two-possession game really hard to come back from.
The Rams just need to make the stop here. It's been exciting here.
Looks like they're going to try to go with Hart again, and they cannot stop him. Again, bulldozing his way through, and that'll make it a 9-point Malvern lead.
And he's just having his way with the Ram defense.
That makes your score, Lakeside Rams 58, Malvern Leopards 67.
Now, Chase, what do you feel like the Rams need to do?
Well, first off, you got to score here, and then you go for the onside kick or try to get the ball back as quick as possible. It's all going to depend on the timing here.
Kickoff return tonight is sponsored by Riser Ford.
There are 2 minutes left in high school football. Again, 2 minutes can seem like an eternity.
As we said
Anything
earlier,
can happen.
16 seconds decided even 2 falls, man.
Yep, Malvern earlier in this half scored twice within 16 seconds, so it is plausible.
We just need to get the Lakeside Rams and their fans involved. And that'll be a real crucial point in this late turn of events in this ball game.
Here's the kick, and it's an onside here.
Onside kick recovered by Lakeside, number 40, Judson Spellings.
Interesting call.
2 minutes left in the game. Lakeside
Late
will
moments
take
of
over
this
first and
game.
10 from their own 47-yard line.
Now Lakeside sets up shop in hopes of bringing them closer back to the Leopards and hopefully getting the ball back as quick as possible, scoring again and winning this ball game.
We just got to see what Taylor Gillum and company can do. This is his time to step up and show that he's a reliable quarterback.
Time is of the essence here. Gillum is going to get the snap, and he's going to go deep. And an interception by number 7, Darion Weaver. And he stays on his feet. He's going to try to go the distance. He will be stopped, however.
But there's a flag.
Looks like the tackle was by Dupree Swanson. We do have a flag down on the field, though.
Flag on the play.
Nice awareness from Weaver. He made the interception.
Here we take another look. The pressure just getting to Gillum here. It was actually a pretty great play there by Darian Weaver, jumping in there and basically taking away a potential reception from Keelan Fleming. That's just one of those heartbreaking plays.
10 at the Rams' 11-yard line.
Jimerson is going to take a knee here. It looks like they are going to try and wind down this clock.
Second down from the 17-yard line.
You know, Jay, it looks here like the Rams, they may be on the road to their 3rd loss, but they're not out of it yet. Remember, last season they started off 0-3, going winless in non-conference play, and then they came back, won 6 games. So definitely the season's not over with the Rams here tonight with a loss.
Right, and even with that, they still went back and they won their 2nd conference championship in a row. You know, this was a great learning experience, and I think it'll just bring the Rams to being stronger and better. We've seen impressive ball game from Dupree Swanson and even Taylor Gillum. He was really impressive in this ball game.
Jimerson trying to pump up the loyal Malvern fans.
Number 2 will take a knee again.
It was also a great showing by Jimerson.
Well, it was a hard-fought battle, but in the end, the Rams are going to fall just short. But there's still plenty of football left this season. And like we said earlier, similar start last year, 0-3 last year, 0-3 this year. The season's not over yet for the Rams. They have another game next week against Camden Fairview. It's homecoming week, and that'll be live right here on Lakeside TV. Jay, any closing thoughts?
We just want to thank the Lakeside administration and everyone that's involved with putting on the live broadcast. And we want to thank our sponsors, especially Relyance Bank, for bringing us this presentation of Lakeside football.
Indeed.
Close out, Chase.
Once again, thank you for tuning in here this evening. For now, this is Chase Hartzell on behalf of Lakeside TV, signing off. Have a great night.